Hi guys, how you doing? Before we start the story, I just want to ask for a little support. Please help me reach 1,000 subscribers. It means the world to me. Don't forget to hit that like button, drop a comment, and of course, subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much, and now let's get into today's story.
My name is Ryan, and the sight of that tattoo ruined everything I thought I knew. Isabella came back from a long weekend away with friends, carrying the same sunlit smile she always had after a trip. At first, I thought it was nothing. Souvenirs, photos, the small glow of someone rested. But then I noticed the tiny ink at the base of her neck as she leaned to kiss me hello, a curved black symbol I had never seen before. At first, I told myself it was new jewelry or a temporary sticker from the festival she'd been to. I kissed her, made coffee, asked about her trip. She laughed and talked about beaches and late-night dinners. Her voice was bright and casual. But the next morning, when she showered and left the towel hanging on the rail, I saw the tattoo again. Clear, permanent, and impossible to ignore. It was a mark, small but specific. I had never seen it before she left for vacation. My stomach tightened. Wait until you see where that ink came from. I tried to let it go. I told myself couples change, people do things while they're away, and not every secret means betrayal. But that night, I found a photo on Isabella's phone she'd accidentally left open, not on her social feed, hidden in a message thread. The picture was from the hotel pool. Isabella, laughing, hair wet, the same symbol at her neck glaring in the sunlight. Next to her in the photo, a man I didn't know put his arm around her. His face was close to hers. Something about their posture looked private, not just friendly. The photo was timestamped 2 days into our trip. My pulse slammed against my ribs. I needed proof. That's how the investigation began. I'm not proud of it, but I started to look. I checked old messages, I scrolled through timestamps, and I traced a tiny digital footprint. The man in the picture had tagged a location, an upscale bar in a coastal town 3 hours from where we live. I checked ride receipts, Instagram geotags, even the hotel's public photos. Little things clicked. The bracelet she wore in that pool photo was the same bracelet I'd bought her for our anniversary, worn on the opposite wrist. The details stacked until denial became impossible. Don't skip this part. The pattern here is what undid me. The more I dug, the worse it got. There were messages, text I shouldn't have seen, but once you start, it's hard to stop. I found a chain of private DMs where Isabella and this man who called himself Marco traded jokes, late-night plans, and photos. The tattoo wasn't just a random design. In one message, he sent a close-up shot of her newly inked neck with the caption, "Now you're mine." He called her an inside nickname I'd never heard. He sent hotel confirmations. He told her when he would be in town next. The messages were intimate, casual, and terrifyingly ordinary. This wasn't a one-off mistake on vacation. It was an affair. It was premeditated. When she came home, she was unaware of the web I'd already pulled. I watched her make dinner, laughing with me about a funny waiter at the resort. She posted a few sunny photos on her feed, girls' night out, tourist shots, the kind of curated memory people put online. But behind those smiles, I had seen the private picture, the messages, and the tattoo. I sat at the table with her, and the distance between us felt like a rooftop between two cities. How do you sit across from the person you love and let them tell jokes about nothing when you are holding their betrayal like a hot coal in your hands? I didn't explode. I didn't create the drama she might have expected. I played the calm stranger in my own life. When I finally confronted her, it was quiet. We were in our bedroom, the TV was off, the air felt thick. I asked about the tattoo as if I were asking about a new haircut. Her smile faltered. She said, "It's just a little thing, Ryan. It felt spontaneous." I asked who gave it to you. She looked away. She said, "A friend." I had the messages. I had the photo with Marco's arm around her. I knew lying when I heard the soft shuffle of her feet. So I laid everything out. Screenshots, timestamps, the hotel name, the messages where he called her mine. She cried, said she was sorry, called everything a mistake. She tried the old scripts, blame the alcohol, blame the loneliness, blame fate, but the tattoo said more than an apology. Ink is permanent, an apology is not. The physical mark at her neck became proof of nights that didn't include me. It was a brand of a moment she had decided was worth hiding. Here's the hard truth. It's the small proofs that often carry the loudest crimes. We argued. We stood in the kitchen with cold coffee and colder words. I told her I needed time. I slept in the guest room that night and didn't look for the refuge in our bed. People ask whether I wanted revenge or forgiveness in that moment. The honest answer is, I wanted clarity. I wanted to know if the woman who had promised forever made that promise with me, or if she had promised parts of herself to someone else. This is a true story about betrayal in the digital age, about a tattoo, a vacation, and the messages that connect the two. It's about how tiny marks become the biggest proof. Some people say secrets die if you ignore them. That night I learned the opposite. Secrets grow until they consume everything. I chose to walk away, not because I wanted to punish, but because I realized I couldn't rebuild my life on a foundation threaded with lies. The tattoo was just the beginning. The truth was the wrecking ball. If you ever find yourself scrolling through a casual photo and feeling the ground shift beneath you, don't ignore the small details. They're often the map to the truth.